idea. Okay.
Share this on Facebook, guys?
Hey guys. I don't know, but here we go. I'm sorry, I got knocked off a couple of times. But now we're on. It's 8:02. We did it. We're not too late. The light is extra bright. So I'll have Ethan fix that for us. Ethan, can you turn off the lights behind me a little bit?
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm gonna wait for a second because I know that we have a few people who are joining us tonight. That's Ethan. Hello. Y'all let me know you're here by either giving me a thumbs up or hearts or, hey Caroline, Martha, awesome. So glad y'all are here for this weight loss class. I'm so sorry. So we are, I have this apartment that, let me kind of give you a background of where I am and why I'm here. Hey Deanna, I'm sorry about the light. Let me change it. I don't know what's going on. But I still have a family. I did not move into an apartment without my family. We rented this apartment for Troy's parents. What is going on with the lights? And obviously, I'm just learning about these lights. I know y'all don't want to see a ghost. Ethan, help. And my in-laws did not move into the apartment. We actually had to move them somewhere else. So I'm totally white. Can you turn something off? We're gonna fix this, guys.
So bright.
So we rented this apartment for my husband's parents and they did not move into it. So we're just utilizing it. That's a lot better. Turn off those overhead lights. I'm sorry, guys. That's still too bright. I did not mean, there we go, perfect, good. Okay, now we're good. We good? Okay, we have people here ready to learn about weight loss. I love to talk about weight loss because when a person struggles with their weight, every relationship, every activity, every single thing in their life is affected. Because if you are not comfortable in your own skin, well, it affects the way you act. It affects the way you dress. It affects how you respond to people. If you feel yucky or ugly or bloated, it can make you grumpy. And yes, self-control has to come in, but who wants to feel bloated and yucky all the time, right? Well, I'm just gonna give you a very, very short cliff notes of why I like to talk about weight loss. When I was an older teen, my weight used to fluctuate up and down by 10 pounds. Guys, I'm only 5 feet tall. I'm like 5 feet, okay? So 10 pounds on me looks like a lot more than 10 pounds. But my weight would fluctuate and I felt terrible and I was self-conscious. Well, I began to seek the Lord. I was just like, okay, Lord, I do not want my weight to fluctuate through my entire life, my married life, I'm having babies and pregnancy. I need you to teach me exactly how to eat. So I went straight to my Creator and I said, I know that you did not make my body an enemy. I know that my body is not an enemy of me. My body does not hate me. So I should stop hating my body. So I went to the Lord and I just said, teach me. And I began to read book after book after book. And there is so much information out there, a lot of confusing information and conflicting information. So I sifted through it and thought, what did the Lord design? Like, He designed us to eat and to enjoy food. He gave us taste buds so that we could enjoy our food and our drinks. And in scripture, there's a lot of talk about sitting down for meals and communion and eating. God wants us to enjoy our food. He created us and He created our food for a reason, for substance, for pleasure. It's a gift. So we should not hate our bodies and we should not try to stay away from food and hate food or be afraid of food. So hopefully tonight in this very, very short class, you're going to take away some things that you can apply to your life that will set you on a course that your weight won't fluctuate anymore, because I know that that's what the Lord has for each of us. First of all, maintaining a healthy weight is not just about what goes inside of our mouths. It's not just about our food. Sleep is so important. we need to rest. Rest is a gift. No matter where you live on the earth, your body wants you to be in bed around 10 o'clock, according to the circadian cycle. Now, what happens is around 10 o'clock at night, your thyroid begins to gather things from the body, what it needs to regenerate and restore, and it wants to rest and restore from about 10 to 2 a.m., 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Well, if you come to life at 10 p.m., if you're like, party, bring out the snacks, turn on the music, I'm a night owl, that's when I come to life. Well, you have a low thyroid. That's what your problem is. You probably wake up very sluggish, and you are more than likely very tempted to reach for simple carbs and caffeine during the day because your body did not completely restore and regenerate overnight. So your brain is telling your cells, feed me, give me energy, I need food. Okay, so you're not fighting against like poor will, it's not your self-will. You're fighting against the chemistry of your body of what's going on there. So try to break that cycle. If you come to life at 10 p.m., now is that for women or men or everyone? Everyone, we all have the same hormones, Charity, but men have more testosterone and we have more estrogen, okay? But the thyroid, we all have a thyroid. And so at around 10 o'clock at night, when we should be winding down and resting so that our cells can regenerate, that applies to both men and women. So if you or your husband starts coming to life at night, understand that the hormones are off balance. Pop in 2 Thyromin and go to bed. And it will take some self-discipline. If you are stuck in that cycle and you're like, I can't go to sleep, I'm used to being up, this is when I work, this is when my brain is awake, you're the only one that can break that cycle. Do what you need to do. Rub Tranquil on, drink Lavender Vitality, do what you need to do to get yourself to sleep and break that cycle so that you will begin to wake up refreshed and not tired. It is a proven fact that people who do not sleep the right hours or the right number of hours are at least 10 pounds heavier than they should be. So right off the bat, you change your sleeping habits and you can drop 10 pounds like that, okay? So do what you need to do. Change your schedule. Just make that change and you will be better for it. Your body will feel better. Make sure also that when you're going to sleep, that you don't have food sitting on your stomach. It is not healthy. It is not a time to digest food. When you are laying down and going to sleep, if there's food sitting in your stomach, your body's going to be a little bit confused. It's going to be thinking, okay, now do I digest or do I regenerate? Which do you want me to do here? Because I've got some really important things that need to happen. So don't eat before bed, okay? Don't eat before bed. Eat your dinner at a decent hour, 6 or 7. Take a walk. Let that food get out of your system, out of your stomach. And if you need to pop 2 Thyromin because you're used to having energy at 10 p.m. but you want to go to sleep to break that cycle, then do that, okay? And help your husband to do that. That's something that when we first got married, I was the night owl. I had a very low thyroid. I mean, like my hair was falling out, my skin was dry, my nails were peeling, and I came to life at night. And by the grace of God and all of his instruction, I don't have a low thyroid anymore, which is a miracle. But my husband is now the night owl. And so we really work on that. He does pretty good about getting to bed with me, but it's hard because he is still working on that. So, okay, get to bed. You are the only one that can break that cycle, and you can do it. I promise that you can. Okay, the next thing is eat real food. Now this just seems like, well, duh, I didn't get on here for you to tell me to eat real food, but let's just talk about this. We are not going to spend a lot of time tonight talking about food because there is a lot of information everywhere about food, and it's just, in my opinion, it's basic. Think back to the earth. Packaged foods that have a lot of ingredients on them have chemicals, and those chemicals make you store toxins. They make you store fat. Those chemicals slow your metabolism down. Those chemicals mess up your hormones. If you eat out a lot, if you're on the go a lot, if you're ordering a salad or whatever, ask for oil and vinegar. Learn how to cut the chemicals out of your diet. Nothing from a vending machine is real, okay? I understand that occasionally and sometimes we're gonna have to eat something that's not real, and that's just life. But just on a regular basis, if you want to maintain energy and vitality and a trim waist for your entire life, then make sure that packaged foods are not a part of your daily life. Packaged foods with a lot of ingredients in them. This lifestyle has got to be achievable and sustainable through all seasons of life. And when I sought the Lord about how to eat to maintain weight, I knew that life was not going to become convenient. Nothing was going to stop. What I'm going to teach you tonight can be achieved through pregnancies, through nursing, through traveling. No matter where you are in life, if you travel for work 5 days a week and you're home on the weekends, if you are in the middle of your childbearing years, guys, I was so grateful and blessed to be able to have 11 healthy, strong, fat babies and then be able to get back in my jeans after each one of them. And it's not on accident. I don't have good genes. I come from a long line of fat people. My parents, you know, they look great. But if you pick up my book, 31 Days to Fit, you'll see that, obesity runs in our family line. So I had to change something to change my genes. Okay, literally, change my genes. Okay, so eat real food. And you're gonna eat real food and go to bed on time. And then common lifestyle habits that, like, you know, take the stairs. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. I mean, you can burn so many calories just by not taking elevator. In my book, 31 Days to Fit, you can literally read that book in one sitting. It is just a very small book, okay? And I give you enough little habits where you can change one habit a day for approximately a month. And if you do those things in that book, your weight won't fluctuate. So it's not hard. I am not the type of person who can do something hard. I don't think that crash diets or anything that is hard is, when it comes to food, is sustainable. So if you think, well, I'm gonna start tomorrow and I'm going to do such and such, guess what? You're probably not gonna start tomorrow because you're still gonna be you tomorrow. And it's still going to be hard. And it's gonna be too hard to do tomorrow, just like it's too hard to do right now. So throw out everything that's hard. Like, just don't do it, okay? What my plan for a trim waist, if you will just follow it, your weight will fall off without you noticing. In a compound effect, in a year or so, you'll be 10 or 20 pounds lighter. Whatever it is that you need to lose will just come off without pain and suffering, okay? So I don't think that deprivation should ever be a part of our diet, or just, I don't know, something that's not sustainable. Okay, so unless anybody has any questions, we're gonna move on to some of the oils that help to curb our appetite, increase our digestion, increase our metabolic burn, hard for me to say. So the first one is peppermint. Now peppermint, Young Living's Peppermint Vitality Oil is phenomenal, and studies have been done on this particular oil that show that when you can diffuse it like this. I've got my little diffuser here. Diffuse it and breathe it. When you breathe peppermint, it tells the hypothalamus, something about that oil tells the hypothalamus that the stomach is full and satisfied. So you're going to consume fewer calories in the presence of peppermint. If you drink the peppermint vitality oil in a glass or stainless steel bottle, don't put it in plastic, but if you drink it, it will oxygenate your blood. A study was done on some athletes, and the athletes who drank 1 drop of peppermint oil before a workout had greater endurance because they had more oxygen in their blood. So drink your peppermint oil because it also helps with digestion. It's such a phenomenal oil. So it will tell your brain that your stomach is good. You're good. You don't need to keep on snacking. And then you will also have the energy to do a few more weights in the weight room, okay? So peppermint oil is a must-have. Put it in a glass bottle and take it to the gym. The next oil is copaiba. I love copaiba. It is like one of the oils that you should never live without. Don't leave home without it. Don't run out of it. Keep it on auto ship. My husband keeps it at the office. It is prescribed as medication in other countries. That's how good it is. It does so many things that I'm not going to tell you everything that it does tonight, just a couple. First thing it does is it stops the production of fat cells. Oh my word. Did you hear that? Yeah. So you're going to use it, drop it in your Ningxia Red or put it in a capsule because copaiba, I don't know what it is about the constituents of this oil, but it boosts your immune system and it goes in, and when your body's trying to make all this extra fat, when we have a lot of extra fat in our body, our blood sugar is usually too high. We have blood sugar issues. The more fat we have stored on our body, the more toxins we have in our body, the more toxic we are, the harder our pancreas has to work because the more fat there is, the worse the blood sugar is. So copaiba helps with this. It also strengthens bone density. Phenomenal. And that's why my husband uses it in his dental practice. He rubs it on the gums of the patients that need help with that. So you are going to use copaiba on a daily basis. You're going to drink it because, number one, in order to stay fit, we do need to be working on our bone density the older we get. So get to the weight room, drink your peppermint oil, take your copaiba. Would you be able to blend copaiba? Yes, Steph, you can blend copaiba and Endoflex in a capsule. That is correct. You can mix that just fine. And it will help you with your blood sugar. The higher your blood sugar is, the more fat you will have on your body. So you really want to help keep your blood sugar even throughout the day without spiking, because if your blood sugar is going up and then it's dropping down, then your hormones go woo, and then you feel bad, and then you feel good, and then bad, and then, and so you really want that even blood sugar to keep your hormones even and to keep your weight even, okay? So copaiba is phenomenal for that. The next one is, it's a series. The citrus oils. The citrus oils contain limonene. Limonene helps to smooth the fat out. Nobody likes to put on a bathing suit or shorts and see those dimples. Dimples are cute on babies and on our faces. Some of our faces, not. Yeah. So, but dimples are not cute on the thighs or boot cheeks, right? So, citrus oils are phenomenal for smoothing that out. Let's see. They also increase the thermogenic temperature of the body. So if you have a Fitbit, look at your calorie burn, your heart rate. It's an equation where you have to divide your heart rate times the calories you burn. I don't know exactly what it is. My husband was explaining it to me this morning on how he tracked his calorie burn and how it increased when he started taking citrus oils. So if you want to increase your calories burned per minute, then drink your citrus oils. The Sleek Essential Oil Blend, which is part of Young Living's weight loss line, is filled with grapefruit and tangerine, lemon, and spearmint. Those are all phenomenal citrus oils. And it has ocotillo. Ocotillo is a like Mexican cinnamon. It's hot, and cinnamon helps to keep the blood sugar even. Cinnamon does a lot of things, but this particular Ocotillo is in Sleek, and it's an incredible addition to these citrus oils. The Sleek essence that you'd put in your water or your tea, it's an oil, also has stevia in it. So I tell you that because it's sweet, and you can just drop it to your water, and it's just has such a lovely taste just alone. It makes you want to drink more water, hot or cold. Just drop your Sleek in there. Now, if you're not a big fan of stevia, then use Citrus Fresh, because Citrus Fresh is like a bowl of citrus oils, or from the rind, the oils from the rind, not the inside, but without the Ocotillo or the stevia. So you can choose there. Let's see, Deanna says, and this is Citrus Fresh. Okay, Deanna, the first one was Sleek Essential Oil Blend, the Sleek, the Young Living carries in their weight loss line. So that's why those citrus oils are in there, because they increase the thermogenic burn of the body, and they help to just to clean the body, just to kind of, you know, do you clean with lemon? Do you clean the counters and you clean things with lemon? Lemon and citrus oils really clean things. Well, they do the same thing inside of your body. So you want to clean things up so the body is fine-tuned, so it can work at its highest potential and trim off any extra weight. Okay, this is not something that you eat or drink. This is an oil that you rub on. It's called Cellulite oil. Young Living created this massage oil to rub on. I find that it's best to take Cellulite oil after a hot shower or hot bath and rub that oil on all those parts that you want to be smooth in the summer. Those parts that you're like, yeah, I don't want those dimples right there. So just rub it on, and you will see a difference, because it has, it tones the skin. It has vitamin E, it has grapefruit and juniper, and it's a great massage oil to help smooth those dimply thighs. Okay, so once again, more citrus oils. And that one smells so good. Oh my goodness, if you do that before bed, you're just gonna smell so good going to bed. Okay, the next one, the next oil blend that is a must-have if you're wanting to tune up the inside of your body is Digize. Digize, if your digestive system is not working right, then everything in your river, like your body is a river, and when it comes in, it needs to make it through and then get out, and it needs to do that pretty rapidly. And if things are getting stuck, you're gonna have a middle. You're gonna be bloated, you won't have a trim waist. So there are ways to work on your middle with Digize. Now, Digize is pretty popular in Young Living for aiding in digestion and moving things out of the stomach and out of the bowels, but they have other ones too. If you kind of swell up after a meal and you're uncomfortable and kind of gassy and you burp up, I really like Allerzyme. Allerzyme is not what you think. It sounds like it's for seasonal allergies, because that's what we think when we hear the word Allerzyme. But anything that ends in the word zyme is an enzyme. And when you add Allerzyme at the end of a meal, I don't know, at least this is my experience, nothing burps up. Nothing swells, everything is comfortable. So if you are having sort of not an allergic reaction, but like your stomach is not agreeing with, doesn't like something that you ate, try some Allerzyme. Young Living has, like I said, many options there. So use what you have. Chances are you received something free in one of your Essential Rewards monthly packages. And that's how I actually first tried Allerzyme. It was free. And yes, Steph says Digize is a must. I agree. Digize is a must. So if you're going to rub Digize on your belly button though, be sure that you use a carrier oil, because it does have ginger in it, and that has skin sensitivities, and you might break out in little bumps or a little rash. So you can drink it be warned that it tastes like fennel and anise, and those aren't typically loved flavors unless you're Indian. I don't know. So use a carrier with DiGize if you rub it on your tummy, and be prepared if you take it internally. But it's a phenomenal, phenomenal, life-changing blend. Okay, so those are the main oils that you want, okay? So simple, so easy, so achievable. You can put them in a capsule, put them in your water, drop them in Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is a staple. Ningxia Red is the wolfberry, which is grown in Ningxia, China. It nourishes every single system of the body. It's red. Red natural foods are so important for us because they have vitamin A in them, and without vitamin A, our eyesight is going to plummet. We are susceptible to skin cancer. I mean, vitamin A is very important. The citizens of Ningxia, China live to be like 120 without what we think are common issues, which they shouldn't be common. But the main source of their diet in Ningxia, China is the wolfberry because they are so poor. And the Yellow River feeds the wolfberry, and it's just so high in mineral content. So Gary took the wolfberry, he takes it from Ningxia, China, and he puts the whole berry in the fruit. I mean, like the fiber, everything is in the fruit. It has high protein count, it has high fiber, and then he adds citrus oils. Why? Because citrus oils are so important. They slow the rate at which the cell divides. They, like everything else you've learned tonight, citrus oils are a must. They need to be part of your daily life. So the citrus oils are inside of Ningxia Red, and Ningxia Red is a part of our family's daily regimen, and it's a part of the sleek weight loss system that Young Living offers. I'm not covering everything in there because I'm not talking about the entire sleek line tonight for this reason, because I know that you can lose weight without having to buy a package. You can do it. You can do it just by changing some daily habits. You can have a compound effect on your body just by getting to sleep on time, making some better food choices, taking the stairs, do those things in 31 days to fit. Nourish your thyroid with Thyromin. Now, I'm not knocking it because some people really, really, really need the help of a system. And if you need a food replacement because you're just not sure exactly what to do, then buy the Sleek program. Do the meal replacement. Buy the bars. Drink the tea. The tea has ocotillo in it. And the tea has oolong. The name just left me. But it helps to speed up the metabolism. So do the citrus oils, okay? So you might be a person that needs the Sleek package. If you do, get the Sleek package. But I'm telling you guys that you can do this, okay? Okay, the next supplement, we covered Thyromin. You're going to take that before bed to nourish your thyroid so that you can sleep all night and wake up refreshed and your body will be fine-tuned and working. The next one is Sulfurzyme. Sulfurzyme is an enzyme. It has MSM and the wolfberry in it because the wolfberry, once again, is essential for the body. Sulfurzyme takes the fat, the toxins that are stored in the fat. Remember how I told you that the more fat that we have on our body, the more toxins we have stored in our cells. So when you have hard fat, when toxins are leached to them, I mean, you're kind of stuck with them. It's hard. Have you ever had tenacious cellulite that you just absolutely could not get rid of? It's like, no matter how hard you work out, whatever, that dimple is not moving, okay? So Sulfurzyme, it creates glutathione, which leaches onto the toxins, the solid toxins in the fat, and dissolves it, turns into a liquid, and you pee it out, okay? It's like every time I move my hand, the light changes. It's like a magic. I have no idea why it's doing that. So Sulfurzyme also provides the building blocks for healthy, strong collagen. We all want healthy, strong collagen because when our collagen breaks down, we begin to look older, our skin begins to get fine wrinkles, our joints start to hurt. We need collagen everywhere in our body, not just our face for appearance, though we need it all over our bodies. The Sulfurzyme also helps with joint support. The cells should be round and full of water. But when we age and when we drink caffeine and when we start falling apart, those cells sort of start doing this. And we start, like I said, getting wrinkles and getting joint discomfort. So take your Sulfurzyme. It's an incredible enzyme that will help to flush out the toxins in your hard fat, your tenacious fat, and it will help plump up those cells so that your body can produce the strong collagen that it needs and that your joints can work the way they should work. So I'm in love with Sulfurzyme. Some people say it makes them poop. I don't know about that. I use Comfort Tone. So, hey, each to his own, right? Okay. Now, the last oil is not a Young Living product, but it's a tip. Oh, okay, before I tell you, is it a capsule or a powder? Sulfurzyme is a capsule. In the jar, you get 300 capsules, and our bodies are completely lacking the sulfur from the earth that we need because our soil is so depleted of the nutrients. In scripture, God says, let the land rest every 7th year. Let the land rest so that it can restore. And then your produce will have all the nutrients that it needs. Well, in our fast-paced, greedy society, our land doesn't rest, and our bodies are paying the price for it. So I just think that Sulfurzyme is one of those supplements that is a must. And it says, I think it says take 2 capsules. Well, I'll tell you that this, take as much as you need. Sometimes I'll pop 5 or 6 of them. Take them until you notice a difference, until you can see it in your skin, you can feel it, you feel better. Maybe if you're looking for it to help you poop, that's the cool thing about Young Living's products is they're just, the body loves them. And I was working with someone the other day and she said, there's like no amount, like the bottle doesn't tell me exactly what to take. And I said, well, there's a reason for that. We are all different weights, we're all different sizes, we all have different needs. You take what you need. You can start small and build up, or start big and build down, but your body, the weakest part of your body is going to use the oil that you put into it, or the supplement that you put into it, and then you're going to pee off the rest. So that's the beautiful thing about Young Living's therapeutic grade, incredible essential oils. So, okay, the last little tip is MCT oil. MCT oil is basically coconut oil with a chain taken out of it. Now, I just said something I don't understand, but my husband taught it to me, okay? So don't ask me what they took out of it. I don't know. But I do know that when you take MCT oil, when you add it to your coffee or just figure out how to get it into your body, it does speed up your metabolism. So if you're looking for ways to speed up your metabolism, add a little bit of MCT oil to your coffee each morning, and but then forget that you did it. Because if you're thinking to yourself, hey, I'm taking lemon oil, I'm taking MCT oil, and my metabolism is rocking, I can eat more. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Because you'll sabotage yourself. Forget about these little tips and tricks that you're doing and that you're changing. Just let them become a part of your life, and over time, your jeans will start getting too big, and the extra weight that you might be carrying will just fall off, okay? And you'll feel better. So anyway, those are my oils, my supplements, and my tips that I have for you. I'm available if anybody has any questions. So thank y'all for coming tonight. It's always a blessing talking to y'all. I told you it'd be short, so I kept it short and sweet, just like my book, 31 Days to Vet. So does anybody else have any other questions before we sign off? Y'all are a quiet group. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you, Joanne. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments and I'll answer them later. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye.